Oh, see, I just started to record.
Yeah. Hold it.
Is it?
Oh, bugger. Didn't want that to happen.
Gonna fill it for you.
Okay. Right, if everything goes wrong, or you get worked up by anything, or you're just not comfortable, anything like that whatsoever, your choice, just walk straight into the trees, right into the densest part of the trees you can.
Right.
The bees will stop fussing you so much then.
That's it.
Okay, the other thing is quiet, calm, slow movements around bees.
Right.
Because noise and vibration agitate them. And the other thing that we do is you don't stand in front of a beehive because that's you're in their flight path. You always stand at the sides or at the back.
Oh, right.
Okay?
Right.
You can be Mr. Smoker because that's your protection. If they start fussing you too much, just give them a good smoking and yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Would you usually hold it?
Yeah.
Hold it there, do you?
That's it. If you just squeeze it, see the smoke will come out. There you go. Just need to sort these out. So if you stand that side.
Okay.
Give them a bit of smoke on the front.
Yeah?
Yeah, just give them a nice big waft down the bottom there. That's it, that's it. And another bit. Just to move them out, that's it. Move them out of the way so I'll put this down, it doesn't squash them. There we are. There we are. Good. If you stand by there, look. That's it. Now they will fly around you, but don't worry about that. That's normal. Okay, now this is a travelling screen, so I want you to throw some smoke over the top there. You see all the bees underneath?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to push them down now because I want to put
You
them
want to around the edge?
just over the top.
Oh, right.
Just in like this. Just gently, don't get too much. See like that?
Okay.
Just a little bit, less is more.
Let's not go.
Less is more. Give a little minute to get used to it, that's fine. Now see how they've all gone down?
Yeah.
See them all sat there? Now, what I've got to do now, this will give them a bit of a problem. Yep. Just a little waft of smoke over the top. You put your smoker down by there, look.
Yeah.
And then just see, let the wind do the work for you. See?
Alright.
Just like that, see? That's it, that's all you need. Now this is the honey area of the hive. And there's the honey, see it? See it glistening in the sun? Can you see that?
Yes, I can. Further down. Yeah, I can see it.
Now that's where they're capping it now. They're making wax and sealing it in there.
Really?
Yeah. And they do that when the water content gets down to, you see they've done all that side. That's them storing it for the winter.
Wow.
When the water content is evaporated down to 19%, that stops it fermenting. See that one sealed?
Yeah, yeah.
There's a wasp in there already, look.
Really?
Just got to get out. Yeah, bit of smoke over there.
All over?
give them some. Now that's that comb. That's already been drawn. Because they've run out of space to fill now, so I'm giving them a bit more. That's an insulated top. Close the fence off. And they're good.
So you actually put that piece on to give them more space?
Yeah, they need more volume. In here there's the nest with lots of young bees hatching.
Right.
So there's not enough space for them all to sit in there. So in this space, they'll be in here very shortly because they'll smell this and they'll be up to have a look. In fact, there you go, look, see. See them running up inside now?
Yeah.
Because they're smelling it, they're saying, who's that? And they're coming to have a look.
That plastic cover, does it want putting down, is it?
That's alright. There's a spacer there, see? Sit. Top. Here we are. Now, we're just looking at the front.
Yeah.
And we're just observing the bees for a number of things. See them talking to each other there? That's a guard bee.
Wow.
There'll be other guard bees there as well, but they're talking to each other to say, you're from my hive.
Oh, right.
Now, you see them sticking their bum in the air?
Yeah.
There, look.
Yeah.
That's them scenting the area because we've put smoke in here saying, this is my hive, this is where I live. See that one there with the white on the back?
Yeah.
That's because it's on a particular flower called Himalayan balsam.
Really?
Yeah. Now I'm just watching to see what's coming into the hive now so I can get an indication of what's going on. It's Himalayan balsam. There's no pollen on their legs, so they're either bringing in water, propolis, or nectar. Now, looking at that hive top there where we saw all that wet honeycomb,
Yeah.
that's nectar. So they're bringing in nectar. I would be almost sure the majority of it coming in is nectar. There's a little bit of pollen on one or two legs there, but it's mainly nectar, which is what I'd expect this time of year. I'd expect to see a little bit of pollen. Yeah. See, that one's tired. That one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What they do is they go in and they'll pass that nectar from their nectar sac, which is in their abdomen, to the other worker bees in there, who will then move it around to feed young larvae or mix with pollen to feed young larvae and feed the queen, or they'll bring it up here to store. Yeah, they're just talking to each other now, see?
That's right, yeah. And there's usually one or two on guard.
There'll be a whole raft of them inside there.
Really?
Yeah. There'll be a whole bunch of them inside there. Because they'll be guarding against wasps as well as other bees.
How do they go on with the wasp? Do they have a go at them?
They'll kill them, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they'll have a go at them. And that's why I've got this, see this
Yeah.
serrated block in there,
Yeah.
which is to reduce the entrance size to allow the bees to defend it.
Wow.
Right. Good girls. You're all right. Stand over there, look.
Yep.
quick look at the front, see what's going on. See, it's a nice batch of bees there coming in and out. That's why you don't stand in front. See all these bees here?
Yeah.
And if you look at those bees, they got the white stripes on the back, so they're on the same flower. They found the same flowers, look.
All right.
See them going in?
Yeah. I can see them, yeah. Wow. They're busy. My word. Amazing. What? They've just been
I'll
sitting.
lift these two boxes off. I'm going to put that where that one is, and then put that one. In fact, I might lift them both off.
What are they doing now? Are those?
They're just reaching around. Right, so just throw a bit of smoke under there now.
That's enough.
That's fine. That's just to let them know we're here. Saying hello.
Ah, you're breaking the seal. Right.
Right, throw a bit of smoke over here. Right now we can see that's a nice filled box. So I'm not going to mess with that one. See all the bees in there?
Gosh, yeah. And what are they doing?
They're working the honey.
Right.
Ventilating to reduce the amount of moisture. There's not as much in there as I thought. No, I don't want to disturb this one. That's the queen excluder.
Where?
This grid.
Yeah.
That keeps the queen down below there. She's too fat to get through.
All right.
But you see, these bees can go through it. They are smaller. It's just... See all the bees there?
Yeah. Wow. Come all down here.
I'm going to shake them all off. This generally gets them going. Throw a bit of smoke over the top. Now, this is a clearing board. The bees can go down there, go out through there, and out through these two ends, but they won't go back up. The reason for that is I want the honey off here. Yeah, they're just starting to cap that now. See, that's capped.
Yeah.
And you see there how thick those cell walls are. They're thicker than, well, no, they're doing them all, aren't they? But they are thicker than down there, say.
Yeah, over there.
That's because they're just making the cells at the top, putting the wax on, and they'll work it into the middle until they cap it. That tells me that honey is ready to extract. Now there we have one which is full of honey in there, see it?
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Again, they're just thickening the walls and they're just starting to cap it,
Wow.
which means it's probably ready. A little check you can do is if you can hold the frame like that and it doesn't drip out, it's fine. I've got a little test meter I can test it with as well to make sure it's not got too much moisture in it. Okay, now if you give me the smoker, have a feel of the weight of that.
Yeah. Wow.
It's all honey.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at all those, right.
Now this is the edge of the nest, the edge of the box. Frame when I put this in. So what they've done, look, see there?
Ah, yes.
They've formed a bridge.
And that
If
does
I'm not careful, they'll fill that full of honeycomb in there,
Ouch.
and then it would all get gummed up. I'll just leave that in there for you to sort out now, and I'll put another frame in there later on. Right, okay. Like that. And this is a glass one, so when I take the top off I can have a look in.
Right. That's for next time, is it?
Yeah. You've got to go away and clean that.
And that allows the bees to go in and out or something?
Yeah, that will do. But
Yeah.
what will happen now is all these bees will want to go down to their main hive. So we'll go through that board, remember I was saying?
Yeah.
That one-way escape.
Yeah.
So they'll all go down into here. And then within a couple of hours, most of these bees will have gone. Then I can come back and take that away.
Right. Wow.
That on there for a bit of insulation. See, that is solid polystyrene. Extremely warm.
That's for warmth.
Yeah. Two things. In the summer, when you've got direct sun on these things, the hives can get really, really, really hot. Too hot.
Yeah.
If they get too hot, they can die. Or the wax can melt and all sorts of funny things go on. So the bees have to work hard to stand in the front of their door there with their wings and fan to push fresh air through.
Really?
To keep it cool or keep it to the right temperature. With polystyrene they can control the temperature much better. So it doesn't get hot from the sun,
No, that's
it
right.
doesn't release heat out, and it's waterproof.
Wow.
Let's have a look now. See, that one there is fanning. That one there.
Yeah. The wings are moving that fast, I can't keep moving.
Yeah, it's pushing out scent to say, this is our house. See, most of those are coming in with nectar. They're on the balsam.
Oh,
That's
the
that
white.
white stripe on the thorax there. Well, it's on the head mainly, but see, they're putting out the scent now. They say, come on home ladies. You can see it's a big queue here now. It's like the M6
Wow,
now.
it is, isn't it? Wow, and they're all waiting to go in.
Yeah, see them all there lined up now, fanning? See them all?
Wow.
That's telling this lot here, come on home.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Right.
What's that, Ken?
It's a wasp trap. Just follow.
What makes it a trap?
Yeah. Looking for hornets is what I'm looking for.
Is it?
Yeah.
What do you put in there to
Bit of dead meat.
all right.
Dead flies in there. And a little bit of sugar syrup. See the wasps at that, look? Because there's a bit of sugar syrup there, see?
All right. Oh, I see.
It didn't take them long. See, there's a little bit there. And they're at it already. 'Cause this time of year, the wasps are being kicked out of their house.
Are they?
That's why they're such a nuisance.
Kicked out of the house?
Out of their nests, yeah?
Right.
Because the thing provides a substance, a sugary secretion. They bring in all sorts of carrion and food sources. She secretes a sugary substance which I won't say the word control, but that's not quite right. But that maintains the balance in their colony. But only the queen survives the winter. So she's stopped producing that substance now, and she's stopped laying.
Oh, I see.
So all those wasps now are looking for something sugary. That's why they're coming to attack us.
Really? Wow.
Because it's got young grubs in here,
Oh, yeah.
which is a good protein source for them. And it's got honey, which is their sugar source. So that's Sainsbury's supermarket for them.
Right. I didn't know whether they were able to kill the wasps.
They can do, but if there's a big enough wasp attack, or if the hive has got some kind of disease or weakness,
Yeah.
they will overcome them.
Oh, dear.
And I have lost hives here before. Right. Now this is different. If you stand there, I'll show you. See there? See the pollen on the legs? See that yellow?
Yeah. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it.
See some more bees coming in. There, see pollen going in, pollen going in, pollen, pollen,
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
yeah, pollen, pollen, mostly pollen going in there. Bit of space. See the guards immediately come out at me. See them there?
Yeah, I can see them.
Just give them a bit of smoke, say everything's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's it, that's fine. White striped bee going in there, so there's nectar going in, but as you can see, it's mostly pollen.
Pollen, yeah.
Now that tells me she's not making honey. She is feeding pollen because that's her protein reserves for the winter. So she's either making more bees, so they need the pollen to make new bees with to lay eggs, and they'll be storing pollen in there for the winter so they can consume it during the winter. So what I'm going to have a quick look at in there is to see if there's, because sometimes they can produce too much pollen.
All right.
Make sure there's not too much in there.
And if they produce too much pollen, what does that indicate?
Well, that's just some bees do. There we are, look, see? See all the bees in there in the nectar box and the honey. See them all there? See them in?
Wow, there's flipping loads of them.
Yeah. Look out the sun, you can see them there. See them all?
Yeah.
So they're processing honey there, see? You won't see any pollen up there.
Wow.
I'll just throw your smoker a sec.
Sorry.
See them going away from the smoke?
Oh yeah.
What I will do is change that top. Bought another spare one. That's all right. Okay, we'll have a look in the nest, shall we? Yeah. Just borrow the smoker. Just throw some in there. That's it. That's all. Not as heavy as it. That's probably 50% full. Give them a little bit of smoke now. Get them to go down.
How much do you want me to give? I'm not doing a lot, am I?
That's all right. That's fine. That's all you need. We're not trying to drive them like cattle. We're just trying to say, you know, see, a little bit of smoke over the top. Just gently as it. See, I'm not trying to drown them with smoke.
No.
Just a little bit. See how they thin it out now?
Yeah. There's some flying and some going down.
Yeah. Yeah, some will just fly around. All right, girls. All right. I'm not going to open this because they're a little bit touchy. That's all right. They don't want to be opened today. So some days, and then I'll put that mesh screen on the top.
Right.
And then when just as it's turning dark, I lift the whole of that hive out, put it in the back of the truck, and drive it down to where it's going.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're okay?
Well, they're not happy.
Oh, right. Is it?
Yeah, they will be okay, but they won't be happy. We'll let you know.
Are they able to stop together or?
Yeah, they'll stay in the hive, but they'll seal the entrance,
Right.
so they can't get out. And that mesh at the top means they can't get out the top, because they take the roof off.
Right.
The reason I have the mesh on there is because when they get agitated, which they will be when I'm driving them around, they become very, very active and they produce a lot of heat. And if I had the roof on, they'd overheat and die.
Oh, right.
Let's sterilise them. So we'll put them in the solution. They've been in the solution, see how clean they are?
Yeah. Yes. Wow. Did you have to go on courses to learn about this, did you say?
Yes, yeah. Take courses, yeah. I go and do additional training courses just to learn a bit more.
Yeah.
Because you can never stop learning with them, so. Right. I think I'll put this inside the car. And we're done.
There's no bees on us now.
I'll just check now before you get in.
I don't.
And then what we'll do is we'll take your suit off down there.
Oh, I see.
You just lift your arms up, have a look, make sure there's no hitchhikers.
Hitchhikers.
So there's none under your suit. Yep, you're good. So if we get in the car.
I'm hearing bees and I don't know if it's just me.
Let's have a listen. Yeah, there's a bee in here somewhere.
Ah.
Always in the back windows, yeah. They must have been on that board.
Alright.
Let me just check there's no more there. No. I say it's not uncommon for me to have bees in the car. That's why I got you to leave your suit on and your hood up until I'm satisfied that there's no travellers with us. Favourite foods? What? Blackberry.
Is it?
The flowers. The nectar from the flowers, yeah.
So,
Nothing there now because it's all gone to berries, but earlier on, yeah, they're all over that.
really? Wow. It's all blue to having a go at the flowers, at the berries.
Berries, yeah,
Yeah.
they love it, don't they?
I hope you haven't switched that camera off by chance.
Well, there's always next year, isn't there?
Oh.
Yeah. There we are, that's one good bit.
Brilliant.
How was that?
Brilliant.
Should we get a little picture with you in your gear before we take it off?
Yeah, it's on, it's fine.
Did it work?
Oh,
On and off, yeah, thanks Dad.
should we all get? Do you want to get in it, Ken, as well?
Yeah.